Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Under Embargo with Chelsea. Today, we start on Mason Mount, 22 years old, 2 caps for England, and a goal, but also he's 4-star now, 22 years old. He's had a really good season for us. Now that I put him in over Kovacic, he got his chance because of injuries to Kovacic, basically, and he's made the most of it by just so good. 8 goals in the league, 11 assists as well. That is an insane amount. 6 penalties he's taken for his score. So still not as good as you'd hope, but that's pretty good compared to some of the players in this league, I've got to say. 2 goals as well in the Europa League as well. So 10 goals and 11 assists this year from the centre of midfield is beautiful. Really pleased for him. And yeah, he's doing really well. Even though you'd maybe expect him to play further forward, we've been playing him as a deep line playmaker and he's been absolutely tearing it up. So really nice to see that you can actually mould players how you want. Now, you might notice I'm wearing different clothes to what I was in the last episode. That's because I didn't quite manage to get that third video done during my recording session yesterday. I did all the off-camera stuff, but I had to come back today and record the actual episode itself. It's one of those things, but I'm still determined to get stuff done. Now, today, I might actually do a double live com because something's gone a bit skew-iff in the Europa League, and I feel like we might want to cover that, providing it's directly after the Man City game, which I think it is. So we might sort of gloss over the off-camera stuff a little bit quicker than normal so we can get you in 2 live comps today, because I want to do at least one of those this season, and this might be the ultimate opportunity to do so. So first up, a 4-0 trashing of Everton. This was very nice. 2 goals for Emerson. He basically hasn't scored at all this season. I think this was his first goal of the year, considering how overpowered fullbacks were for scoring goals in the last season because of the way the game was. But he did score 2 in this one. Not in those kind of games. He just got into good positions, was right in there, and was able to actually score them, which was very nice. Batshuayi also played here. Could have had a hat-trick, but he missed a penalty. It should have been 5-0. Absolute trashing. You can see, Kasper Schmeichel, 4.7. It's the lowest rating I've seen for a goalkeeper or a player for a long time on this game. I think it's because he got mistakes leading to goals for both of Emerson's goals. Don't know why, as I don't really think it was his fault, but 4-0. Lovely old job. Also, I'm recording this on the full release version of the game, so I guess you could argue it's no longer in beta, because it literally isn't. I don't think anything's actually changed match engine-wise, which is a shame, because I think there's a few things that need tweaking still, but we'll see. For all we know, we'll be crap for the rest of the season. We'll know something's changed. Just had a look, and I'm pretty certain it's the same match engine version that we were on before, 2020, so I think we're fine. Then we had a 1-1 draw with Fulham. Not ideal in the FA Cup first round. We should have won this match. They had 1 shot on target and it was a goal from Dennis Mann. Annoying. Pulisic thankfully bailed us out, but again, a missed penalty in this one with Mason Mount this time. Frustrating, but that's just how it is. But then back in the league, it was back to business. A 4-1 thrashing this time of Everton. Very nice stuff. Tammy Abraham this time with a brace. A Mason Mount penalty. Dispatched beautifully, 2 assists on the night as well. Terrific performance from him, and a nice goal from Erling Haaland just to keep things going. Michael Keane did get one for Everton, but they had Bernard sent off as well. Then we had our replay against Fulham, and we made absolutely 0 mistakes in getting to the next round this time. A goal from Emerson, 1 from Tammy Abraham, and 2 goals in as many minutes from Erling Haaland. He's been getting a few more towards the end of this season now, and I'm really liking it. I think he could break 25 goals this year as well, which would be dope. Then in the league, we just continue to get better and better. Bournemouth, challenging for a Champions League space, basically brushed aside like nobody's business. Jadon Sancho, Tammy Abraham, Erling Haaland. They then got a goal back in stoppage time after that, and then we managed to somehow grab another goal in stoppage time. 4-1 up at half-time. 11 key passes for Mason Mount in this match. The guy is a key pass machine. I think he could win the Premier League's rating on that. Then, unfortunately, though, in the league, things got a bit annoying as we went away to Spurs, and as usual, we were just unable to beat them. We cannot beat them. Haaland gave us the lead, and Ndombele equalised for them with a long-range strike. Shocker. But then, unfortunately, they went in front through Harry Kane. We were then able to get ourselves level in the 91st minute with Jude Bellingham before Ethan Ampadu was sent off in the 96th minute. This game went over like 100 minutes of playing time. A bit of a frustrating one. Totally unnecessary from Ethan Ampadu, but there you go. He's got a 3-match ban from this as well. And now you see the reason why we need to play the other tie in livecom today, because we lost 2-0 to CSKA. I don't know where this came from. We were really bad. Marcus Berg scored a penalty for them, the big Swede, before Fedor Chalov made it 2-0. I'm like, that's just not acceptable. I think at home we should be okay, but still, really unacceptable to go out of this round if we were to. So we're going to do City and this game today, just for the lols. The league is how it is. Somehow, despite that insane record in the league, we are now 10 points behind Manchester City. 10 points! We've only lost 3 games in 26 and are on an insane run where we're well over 2 points a game. And yet, there we are. That's how things are. 1 point clear of Man United. Only 9 clear of Liverpool now, but we are 14 clear of Arsenal. So Liverpool have caught us up a little bit, despite us barely dropping any points. Bournemouth are starting to fall away a little bit, but I think European places are still well on the cards for them. Tammy Abraham now with 19 goals, top scorer still. He's also, Mason Mount there, 11 assists now. I think he could win that. That went well, didn't it? He's not actually found management since. I would have thought that with these kind of attributes, he would have been straight into management, but apparently that was very anticlimactic. So today we're away at Chelsea. We're away at Chelsea. I mean, I suppose in a way we are. It's not going to be easy, is it? Right, so tomorrow Hampadu's obviously suspended. Everybody else, though, should... What about Sancho? Is he back fit? No, he's not. How long is he going to be out for? Okay, so Hudson-Odoi will be playing. That's fine. He's a decent player. Mount and Kante, lovely old job. It's fine here as well, because we can bring back Tomori. I think... No, we can't, because he's suspended too. Okay, Andreas Christensen, in your pop, lad. So, because of the injuries and suspensions we've got now, the bench is going to be Baker, Zuma, Kovacic, Batshuayi, Alonso, Bellingham, and Olivier Giroud. Ooh, question is, do I start Alonso here instead of Emerson? Who's he wanted by? Paris Saint-Germain. Go figure. I think is Alonso, despite me playing him for a lot of these... Yeah, we can't play Alonso right now. I think, yeah. Batshuayi has also agreed to join Inter on a free transfer in the end of the season. I should have just maybe sold him, but we needed him just as a backup. Okay. This is going to be so difficult, but we'll give it our best shot. Hopefully the match engine's the same. Maybe a chance for Lewis Baker to get his first ever appearance too. For some reason, the game is not showing me the match. I don't understand what's going on here. Well, we've just scored a goal apparently, but what is going on here? Are we going to get a replay of it, or is this just... What? Huh? Extended highlights? Replay? I haven't changed anything. The only thing that's happened is the game is updated. See, look, it's showing this screen fine, but it's not letting me load the match engine. Look. What the hell? We've just made it 2-0, apparently, which is really interesting, but we're not even seeing replay. The only thing I can think of is to, just restart the entire game. But we're going to lose a 2-goal lead away at Manchester City. But I suppose it's not like we're doing it from a losing position where it's more scummy. So I guess we've got really no choice, because I don't want to just show this as the entire match. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully we can try and get it working. I guess that's all I can really say. Right, we're going to have to do this now. She's that's annoying. That wasn't how I envisioned this going. Something's obviously messed up because of the update of the full game or something. That's the only thing that's changed in between is overnight the full game was released, so it's obviously updated. The most annoying thing about that for me is it's not even that. We're 2-0 up at Manchester City and now we're not. I bet you we don't win now. I bet you. We have no match engine, guys. I don't know. I'm just going to turn it on to key highlights and let the whole game play out and see if it works. It's so annoying. I don't know how much of this is actually going to make it into the video, because I don't know what I'm going to put in this video. If we can't get the match engine to work, maybe it's just this one random game. I don't know, but... Just going to switch it back to extended highlights now. Not that it makes any difference here, but... Oh, they've scored a late winner as well. Yeah, I mean, we were 2-0 up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just this one game because the game updated while I was on the game day of this match. I don't know. Right, so, I fixed it. With some slight caveats. Essentially, you might notice things look a little bit different. Basically, it was because the full release has basically broken all the skins, it would seem, and as a result, you can't see matches. I don't know. Apparently, skins and face packs and logo packs and stuff are really mucking up the game at the moment. Interesting that, isn't it? So, yeah. I would replay the Chelsea game against Manchester City again, but because we lost, I feel like it would be very unfair for us to replay it and then potentially win. Even though we did when we were winning, but I know, it sucks, but I'd rather err on the side of fairness for this, and just have to accept that we lost 2-1. It sucks, but I don't think we were going to win the title anyway. Frustrating as all hell, but in theory, things should be okay now. It's annoying to have to use the default skin, because I really don't like it that much, but hopefully things will be fixed soon. But yeah, I looked on Twitter, and that was a lot of people having that problem, but apparently, there's also another issue where a lot of players are having certain attributes set to 1, which is basically breaking new saves at the moment. So, yeah, perhaps hold off on starting your main save for FM20 just yet. Thank God I'm not starting Notts County till Sunday. Well, I'll obviously be recording the first episode before then, but holding off a few days until they get that fixed, because I'm not playing when the game is broken. So, we're going to play against CSK. I know this has been a bit of a disjointed episode, but I'm doing the best I can. I know some of you would have been okay with me replaying the Manchester City game so you can actually watch it, but because we lost, I don't want to replay it in case we don't lose again, and I don't know, it'd be fair if we just carry on. Sucks, though. Just as well we got a double live com today, really, isn't it? So... I noticed we had quite a few injuries in that game too, which an unusual amount of them, which is not exactly helping our current injury situation, so we'll just have to make do. So Christensen, surely we have options now. Tomori is back again now, so that's good. So that's alright. Rudiger, Emerson, Tomori and James, that's a decent back four. It's just the Hudson-Odoi, Jadon Sancho issue. I think Sancho should be alright again. Ooh, just about. He's going to have to play. But everybody else should be okay. Looks weird. I'm not used to seeing this down here. I swear this is bigger in the other skin. So that's the team we're going to go with. Alonso, Ampadu, Bellingham, Batshuayi, Azpilicueta, Kovacic, and Olivier Giroud. I know that the match engine is working because I went and looked at a goal from one of their old matches and it would actually load properly, so we should be okay. As for the plan for this, is this system. I don't... that was our main issue, really. And we're going to try and do it again, I guess. Just try to do better. We're going to switch over to a more attacking approach from the very off here, because we've got to turn this around. This is unacceptable, unfortunately. But once again, my apologies for the way this has turned out. I guess it's on me for using that skin. I just didn't imagine that it would break it so badly with an update for the full release that I didn't think would change that much. But no, it definitely did. Before we actually do anything else, I'm going to just go straight to higher tempo. We might want to change some other stuff too to try and play around that system. Oh, beautiful. There it is. Lovely. We can see the match engine. It's a glorious day to be alive. We've got one hell of a turnaround to pull on. I feel like we're still strong enough to do it, provided we get the right breaks and put on a good enough performance. 2-0 is a very difficult scoreline to overcome, but we did it in the Champions League last year against, was it Lyon or Lille? I can't remember. It was Lyon, wasn't it? But the key thing here is, if we could avoid letting them have an away goal, that would be a real treat if we could not do that. Vlasic actually wants to go more direct. I'm not so sure about that one, Gov. Haaland. And Sancho! Oh, wow, what a lovely finish. 7 minutes in, Jadon Sancho, 7th goal of the year for him. Erling Haaland with a lovely assist there. Oh, good. The actual 3D match engine's working and everything. So it wasn't the match engine that was broken. Essentially, the skin was just covering it for some reason. Haaland skins his defender, and what a finish from Jadon Sancho. In off the crossbar there. Lovely. 1-0 up, 7 minutes on the clock. Let's keep this one going. The pressure's definitely coming from us now. Mason Mount. Probably win a penalty at something in today's game, I expect. Emerson. Pulisic. Kante again. Oh, and it's in. It's Tammy Abraham, makes it 2-0 after 17 minutes. Where was this in the first leg in Russia? Abraham's 27th goal of the season. I think he got to 30 last year. He is absolutely going to get probably close to 40 this year. Bit fortunate with this one, the way it deflects, but Kante with a lovely little... Actually, I think it's his shot that deflects into the path there. But Abraham sliding in there. Really good anticipatory play there. And 1-0 up. 2-0. Maybe it will make up slightly for the 2-1 defeat to Manchester City. Conceding that 93rd minute goal, no matter what it would have looked like, is still frustrating. Haaland's already in here. Can he finish? Surely a bit... typical. Emerson. Mason Mount. Emerson can't inside. Finds Sancho. Oh, wow. It's gone straight through the goalkeeper. It's 3-0 to Chelsea right on the stroke of half-time. And we're now into a position where we're in a very good position. If we score another goal, I think we'll be pretty much comfortable. But to get 3-0 in the first half, we've just gone and blitzed them. And that's kind of what I wanted. But where was this in the first game? Emerson drops it short. Jadon Sancho, second of the night goalkeeper. I mean, it almost hits him in the face. Let's have this. Second half. If things stay as they are, we go through and all is basically rosy. But I feel like there's a sting in the toe here, so I think we might need a fourth goal. Ball across. Mason Mount. Use the width of Emerson. He's got a free run at goal here, and it's well saved by Akinfeev. Pulisic can keep this in, though. Keep the pressure moving. Reece James. Kante. Oh. Pulisic skins his man. Here we go. Come on, get that fourth goal and just settle this now. Pulisic is going to go all the way through and shoot, isn't he? Oh, and well, that's just fortunate, isn't it? It's deflected straight to the path of Tammy Abraham. But why didn't he just... I love that in order to get the pullback like that, you literally have to deflect it off the goalkeeper. Pulisic's just gone all the way through. There's so many opportunities where he could have squared this ball. Look at the Haaland there. Goes past one. He takes another touch, hits the post and deflects to the path of Tammy Abraham for 4-0. That's what we needed, though. Really does go to show, though, that when we want to turn up, we absolutely can. We've got the ability to concede a goal now if worse should happen. And that's a really, really important buffer to have. Haaland. Mason Mount. But another goal would be very, very nice. Bellingham. Put him on that left-hand side now for a little while. He's so versatile. You can play him anywhere, and it's great. Kante. Azpilicueta. Can he go past his man? He can. Pulisic has obviously gone for goal. Haaland's got him behind. Maybe there's one more goal. 5-0 would be quite something. Goes to the back post for Marcos Alonso. Oh, I wanted the first-time strike, and it's again saved by Akinfeev. And Haaland. That looks like it's going to do it. Chelsea 4, CSKA Moscow 0. And we're going to get through to the next round out of nowhere, really, from being 2-0 down. But that is a really solid performance. The kind of thing we've needed for a little while. We've got these in us in our home matches. 2 for Jadon Sancho, 2 more for Tammy Abraham. Really, really good performance. It kind of makes up for the Manchester City result a little bit. They are clearly the best team in our league. Second spot, though, I think is very much up for grabs for us. So that's pleasing. And obviously comfortably through to the next round. I wonder if the draw's really soon. I think it might have already been drawn, you know. Here we go. So, there's some big teams in this. Watch us get one of the big boys. Then again, they're all... I mean, we'd take Nîmes or one of the Belgian sides, potentially, but we'll probably end up getting Bayern Munich or Liverpool. Roma. That's not exactly easy, is it? But it's better than it could have been. That's what I will say, at the very least. Are there any kind of easy ties in there? Not really. There's no games that are kind of... Zenit versus FC Copenhagen, that's probably a good one to play if we were to get through. Well, we kind of have to. We're supposed to win the damn tournament, you know? I've kind of got to get this done quickly. So I'm kind of going to hope that we get past Roma and might do a round after that. it's a gamble, I grant you, but we kind of need to, really. It's the only way I can really conceivably do this currently, so we might have to skip that and just do a round somewhere around about here for the next episode with a nice chunk of games off camera, so I can finish it off in the right number of episodes. Again, apologies for whatever happened with the Manchester... Well, we know what happened. It was the skin. Frustrating, I grant you, but, you know, I wasn't going to replay the game. I thought it was just the fairest way to do things. Even if it's unfair to us, I feel like it's still the best way overall. So there you go. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, at least we got through to the next round of the Europa League, coming back from 2-0 down on aggregate, which is pretty damn impressive. Then that'd be cool. Drop a like, that'd be fantastic. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hopefully we'll get the skin sorted. It's not going to be for the rest of this save though, unfortunately. So yeah, hopefully we can get past Roma and have a good old crack at whoever's after that. I would love the winner of Zenit versus FC Copenhagen. We're still going to get past Roma. They're not going to be a pushover by any stretch. Anyway, if you enjoyed it, drop a like, do subscribe. That'd be awesome. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.